All right, what's up, everybody? I'm gonna try something a little different here. I'm gonna do I played March to October a couple times already. I really don't remember how far I am with it. But I thought it'd be interesting to try to like play it at the real Phillies pace and see how they actual record. So let's just see if I can even check out where I am with this right now. So last time I played this was in March. Oh wow, okay. So I got some catching up. Very little of this, and the Phillies right now are 5-1, which I think in real life they started off with a pretty similar record. I can definitely remember the Braves were not 7-1, and they were more like 1-7, maybe 1-8. And then the Phillies played the Braves, and the Braves dominated them. They won the series, won 2 out of 3, and I was like disappointed because I wanted to see the Phillies kind of just really take it to the Braves since they were already struggling so much. I think the Braves are probably still struggling at the standings right here. Let's take a look. I know the Mets are in first at 19-8. Phillies have played 27 games total, and they're at 14-13. So I may have to see if I can up the difficulty of this, because if I'm 5-1, I mean, we'll just see how it pans out. I can always start another one. But I plan to eventually maybe do a YouTube short series on this. But for now, it's going to be a live stream. The Braves are actually kind of caught up to the Phillies, which is kind of sad. The Braves are on 12-14, so they're only like 2 games back. And then we got the Marlins with a identical record, 12-14 as well, and then the Nationals pretty similar, they're 12-15. So it's all fairly close for second place in the NL East. But I don't know, I'll just play a few rounds of this, see if I can get anywhere near the 27 games, and see if we have a similar 14-13 record. Maybe I'll look at some more details of the numbers as well. But all right, let's just get started. Projected right now to win 96 games. Hopefully the Phillies can turn it around. They're playing the Cubs, and they beat the Cubs yesterday. If they win tonight, they can win the series. All right, let's just get started. What did I just click on? I'm looking at standings. All right. So I just want to see what else I could do here. So I can make trades. I can trade the lineups. Can I look at stats? Here's the stats. Why is it? Wait, what the hell just happened? So I was looking at like individual players. So we got Trey Turner. So yeah, we see their batting average. Trey Turner's killing it the first 6 games. Bryce Harper's got a couple home runs. So I'll probably go to this as well and see how this this compares. But first I got to get to the 27 games. So I'll just play a little bit of this. I don't think I'm going to get to do all of it. I might even get into some of my careers in this stream as well. We'll see. Look at the NL leaders. All right, let's get started. Win to keep win streak alive. We're in the 9th inning, down by 1 run. Mundo Sosa, I know in real life he's started off really well the season. It's not the same in this game right now. 125 batting average.
Welcome in, John Shambi, Chris Singleton.
Brandon Marsh has a home run. I don't think he plays much because he can't really hit against lefties. Alec Boehm's having a good game.
To the plate.
I'm curious as to what difficulty I'm in here. And of course I can't see it because my camera. Right. I would like it to be on dynamic. Just hide my camera for a second. Can we not change it now? Where's the difficulty? I mean, we might just have to go with this. It's not even telling me like what it's in. Maybe I've already set it to dynamic. Hold on. How are we gonna live with this?
First pitch doesn't find the zone. And that is out. Out of play. Bases. Next pitch a slider that misses outside.
Oh, an interesting situation. One swing you can tie up the ball game, but if you're patient and work a walk, then you bring the game-winning run to the plate.
In the air, fairly deep to right field.
Not a good
Makes
start.
the grab, and there's one down. He's 2 outs away. JT Realmuto stands in for the Phillies. Dives, but it's off.
Base hit. He's gonna beat the. Yeah, he's in there. It's a nice play.
He's in safely, and now there's a runner at first.
Pitcher didn't get to the first base quick enough.
Just too hot to handle. Hit it on the screws and
Start running right away. JT Realmuto's got some speed for a catcher. It's a nice play. Nice infield single. Got there a couple steps ahead of the pitcher.
Now batting Max Kepler. 0 for 3 in this one.
So in MLB The Show 24, I ended up with Max Kepler in my career team randomly, and then he ended up in the Phillies in real life.
Anything in the dirt. Try your best to get in the scoring position.
That one misses, and now it's even 1-1.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Oh, damn.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
That one not close. 2-2.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. I really think the outer half is open.
That one almost got him.
So here we go. Base runner at first. Could be running on the pitch. He's got good enough speed to steal the bag and get in scoring position, even if it's a swing and miss at the plate.
That was too close. It could have been ball 4 though.
1 down. Phillies down a run. Bows
That
it
was a
back
strike.
with 2 strikes. Payoff pitch.
Damn
And
it.
that one popped in the air, left field. Hernandez settles underneath it.
All right, down to our last out.
And there's 2 away. So they're down to their final out. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Trey Turner. The shortstop takes the ball. Crowd locked in right now. 1-run game.
I guess what's going on with this lineup, because I don't. Oh, we'll check the lineups later because that's a home run, game winner. I want to have a similar record than the real Phillies, but I'll take the 6-1 start. Did that in the World Baseball Classic. That was to the opposite field too. Damn. Let's say I don't think JT Realmuto is batting last, but maybe he was like subbed in or something. But we'll check the lineups later after seeing a walk-off home run. That was awesome.
Nice swing of the bat. Nice win for the team.
I went to a game where Kyle Schwarber hit a walk-off home run against the Dodgers. Walk-off win bonus. All right, now we're going to win a lot of games without all that momentum. So it's the first game against the Dodgers. I don't really want to do all this kind of stuff, but a great scouting staff is essential for discovering new and talented prospects before the draft. You can manage your scouts by hiring or firing them here. This is your team's remaining scouting budget. We've got $50K for the current season. Looks like everybody's too expensive. Valuable scouts are listed here with a breakdown of their attributes, experience, and asking salary. Can we get somebody that's going to work for like $25K a year? You can hire a new scout by highlighting both the available scout and the scout you would like to fire. Oh, okay. So we can fire people. Do you prefer scouts with different strengths, or do you hire towards a specific strength? Your call. So like what am I looking at here? So these, okay, so these who I have currently, and I mean the Phillies If anything, they always need better relief pitchers. And like looking at this, I mean, they have one scout that's good with pitching. This guy's not very efficient, but he doesn't really make that much money. His efficiency's low, pitching low. How do we see? Okay, that's this guy's got. I almost want two good pitching prospects or pitching scouts, and he's not that bad. Only 100,000. So technically, I could fire this guy and pick up him, who's good with both. Almost everything is good, well-rounded. All right, let's do it. Wait, did I do that right? Oh, you had to select both of them. I didn't even know I did that. So I selected him because yeah, he's blue. Fire him, and then we got the money to do that because we have the 50K. Let's do it. Didn't think I'd be doing that, but that's pretty cool. Alright, now we're done. To the scouting big board. Here's your chance to scout prospects in this year's amateur draft. That's you can select up to 3 scouting assignments per week. Once finished with selecting your scouting assignments for the week, select advanced to finalize your weekly plan. You can also option to skip scouting, set to auto. You know, I might just set to auto. I don't need to do all this. I'm really just trying to keep track of the Phillies record and see how it how do we set to auto though? Aaron Nola's 4th. Heard the Phillies don't have Cody Clemens anymore. They don't have another right fielder. How do we set this to auto? Each scout has 4 attributes to determine their scouting abilities. The higher the number, the better they will perform at that assignment. Pitcher determines the accuracy of scouting. Reports for pitchers. Okay, got it. How do I set this to auto? I trust you guys. I want to set to auto. How do I do that? God, I don't know what I'm doing now. I'm picking players. I have no idea who they are. Howard Steele, Barack Sanchez, Derek Hughes. I don't know what I'm doing. How do you set this to auto? Did I just say it? Skip scouting and set to auto. Are you sure you want to skip scouting on auto? You'll not be able to manually scout until next season. That's fine. I got 1 loss. Looks like we're killing the Braves. Alright, so now we're 9-2 as opposed to the Phillies at 14-13. So we have to go on a pretty bad losing streak. Alright, let's see what we got. I don't think Ryan Kirkerling's been pitching very well this season. So I said they need better pitching.
John Shabby alongside Chris Singleton. Thanks for joining us. We're in the 7th with nobody out. Profar climbs in on that left side. That misses, and that's ball 1.
So got to start Diamond Dynasty in this game at some point. And I'll pitch often enough in this game.
Makes the slump even longer. Never seems to help. Never helped me. With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Swing at a ground ball.
Harper's just putting effort no matter what, even if it's a foul ball. I just want to see him dive. Suck if he got injured though.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. Here's Sean Murphy. 0 for 2 in this one. And that one fouled off. With a single base runner, because of all the power, they are dangerous to tie this thing up or take the lead. On the ground, a short could be 2. Flips it.
Oh God! Alright, I don't play this type of fielding much at all. That was bad.
Second, 1 out. And down the shortstop, Nick
Wasn't Kirkland's fault. It was my fault.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
1 out. The possible tying and go-ahead runs on base.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Stop on the move. Hauls it in, and there's 2 away. And here comes Ronald Acuna Jr. in a huge spot.
Oh no.
Left side, and it stays fair.
Just tied up the game.
Second, and it's an RBI single, and this game is tied in the 7th.
Such great concentration. Everybody on their feet, knowing that you can come through with a good swing. And there he doesn't try to do too much.
Braves fans are hyped up. Reminds me of that time when Harper got doubled off and they made a t-shirt about that when they ended up losing the series anyway. Harper was being extremely aggressive on the bases, gets tied up to end double play to end the game. And they already like printed out a shirt of that win, and then Harper went on and hit like a bunch of home runs and all, and it was like, yeah, that was a great idea. You guys lost the series.
Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Dylan Lee.
And they felt it was time to bring on a left-handed reliever from the pen with the lefty hitter coming up. I think it's a good move.
Well, usually I'm a pretty good low ball hitter, but not that time.
Now there's 1 away. Trey Turner now.
Still having that huge. I forgot he was the one that had the best batting average of that walk-off home run.
To the left side.
That's a foul ball.
It is well foul. 1 out, base is empty.
Killing lefties. Over 500.
And that's in there for a strike, and quickly nothing.
Good pitch.
Action in the pen down there. Raisel Iglesias preparing to come on if needed. It's in and out of his glove.
He's safe. Never mind.
Finds a way to get off a
Safe on an error.
And save. Couldn't recover from the misplay.
Well, looked like a pretty routine play. Just couldn't get it to stick in the glove as he gets tagged with the error. Should have been 2 outs in the inning, but now they have to work around it and get 2 more.
Go ahead, run on base.
Bryson Stott
will hit next. 0 for 3 with 2 flyouts and a ground out. And he grounds one to the right side. And there's a hit.
Probably could run, but.
And a go-ahead run into scoring position. 1 away.
No waiting around right there. He was
get out of third for Bryce Harper.
He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock. And
right down the middle. Now I'm running.
Get there. Flying around third is Turner.
He's fast. Oh, he's in there. Nice. Taking the lead.
The RBI machine.
Trey Turner smooth sliding.
Run scoring it back.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but his resume speaks for itself.
Does he have the smooth, like, get up at the end? Technically, I think he's really touching the bag. That was pretty cool.
And Kyle Schwarber will come up.
Cooking mitt.
Already. He's 0 for 3. And that one misses up and in. 1-0.
Could use a ground ball here. Something in the infield. Runner at first base. Get 2. Get out of this.
Well struck deep right field. Way back.
All right, that's a bomb. That was an awesome view.
Massive home run. That's his 5th homer of the series, and they tack on to their lead. It's 6-2.
I mean, I could tell it wasn't going to be foul, but for some reason, like, not being able to see it made me think that for a second, even though I knew I swung at the right time on that. This might be too easy of a difficulty. I don't know what this is set at, and I can't find a place to change it. But
velocity is so critical that you move the ball around, work quickly, and make sure that you keep that hitter off balance. Clearly not fooled by the location or the velocity. He was all over that fastball. Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in it.
1 down, and now it's Alec Bohm. 0 for 3 with 2 flyouts and a strikeout. Ouch.
all right, he's out. Throw him out of the game.
Kind of leaned into that one.
As soon as Schwarber hits a home run, Alex Long gets hit.
Castellanos stands in for the Phillies. To the right side.
Oh, damn.
One at second. Double play. And that'll do it for the inning. Back here in Atlanta, bottom of the inning.
What? Tayshaun Walker's in the bullpen. Oh, we already got people warming up.
And now it's the Braves DH, Marcell Ozuna. Kirkering back to work. There's the strike.
You know,
Just gonna give him a short leash because I got 2 more pitchers in there.
They only have 1 hit with runners in scoring position, so a lot of squad.
Only 2 innings to go.
It's tough because those are moments you just can't get back.
Just misses with that one.
Close pitch there, and he's kind of wondering where it missed. You know, getting a feel for each umpire's strike zone is something that pitchers and hitters really have to think about and work on from game to game, and sometimes from at bat to at bat.
And now Matt Olson up to hit. And first offering is fouled off. Base is empty, 1 away. Here in the bottom half of the 8th inning. And a swing and a miss.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end, trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. Tell you what, you're going to be trying to catch things out front, so off-speed pitches may be a good complement to that fastball.
Albies now in the box, comes up empty with a swing there. Out to short, Turner.
All right, that's better.
Gets it to first, and it's a 1-2-3 inning for the Braves.
It looked like Bryce Harper didn't throw that ball there.
Now, and
That's
on
weird.
the mound, the closer, Raisel Iglesias.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
Marsh in the box now. No balls and a strike. Swings through that one for strike 2. The Braves bullpen has some activity. Grant Holmes, the young right-hander, up and throwing. Johnson also throwing. That one
Passed him.
back up the middle, and it gets through. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found
You can hit the righties.
Get that front foot down, and pitch recognition was on
Calf
point.
muscle just did something weird for a second. Sometimes I have muscle spasms, although it's been a while, and I just saw a video on Instagram where it had like a showing a muscle spasm, what it looks like with like dead muscle though, but it was interesting.
And it's fouled away.
We're not in a save situation. Oh.
That missed by a lot. And it's 1-2. Marsh on at first. Nobody out. This one smacked out to left
He's
center.
catching that one.
Hauls it in for the out. And there's 1 away.
How do I not see the difficulty in this? Swing, this is all the controls. That's just a way to get to the different options. What is that? So I can guess the pitches. Yeah, I see nothing on difficulty here. I'm kind of going through it fast. Base running interface. Maybe in... No, that's fine.
Max Kepler at the plate. 1 for 3. Late on that fastball.
Well, he threw that fastball right by him. Gives him a little bit of confidence, but in the back of your mind, you got to think, is he trying to set me up for later in this at-bat?
Man at first, 1 away. And ball 1.
Well, he missed badly with that 0-2 fastball. Hitter has to understand, probably wants to try to put him away with that pitch, so got to stay ready for it.
I was right in the catcher's glove and out.
Goes down swinging for the strikeout. Here's Trey Turner.
It's below 400 now. Oh no, he's only 396.
Started to swing, held up.
Good career versus pitcher.
He swings and fouls one off. Hammered on a line to the left, base hit. And out to a board. This is Bryson Stott. Fought off foul. First and second, 2 down. Here at the top of the ninth.
Should not have swung with that.
Fastball is outside. Got him swinging. 2.
Alright, we're gonna put in, even though it's not a safe situation. About to put in Alvarado. How do we do that? Have to find him. Oh, he's right here. So I guess he's like highlighted blue or something. Put in game.
And that one fouled off. On the ground, and it stays fair.
It's not going anywhere. Alright.
Man at first, nobody out. Now batting Jurickson Profar. And takes low for ball 1.
Well, the leadoff man gets
All right,
on.
you gotta just challenge with my fastest pitch.
Playing sound defense. Hopefully the pitcher can get a ball on the ground and they can roll him up for 2.
Profar gets a piece there.
Well, they've kept him pretty quiet in this series. Still doesn't
Carter
have a
up high.
knock. I know you want to get that first knock out of the way. Maybe more will come, but you got to give some credit to the pitching staff. They had a great plan against him.
Foul ball still, 1-2 count. And they'll do it again. 1-2 now. And this is inside.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking it bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell they get frustrated with how long it takes to put him away.
Caught him looking for the K.
Absolutely dotted the edge of the zone right there. That was a tough battle, man. So to make a really quality pitch and just catch him looking like that, it's got to feel good out there on the mound. That was a fun at bat to watch.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2. Right over at first with 1 away. Struck him out without a swing. Braves down to their final out. Nick Allen next up for the Braves.
Can you strike out the side?
They're down to their final strike.
And a bat like this is almost over as it begins in this situation.
Yep.
And a swing and a miss, and that is the
Did he
ball
just
game.
like flip over weird and like end up? Let me see the replay of that. I don't know. Save that striking out the side. Alright, we'll play a little more of this. Just want to kind of get started with it. that series. Yeah, we're winning way too many games. So this is going to be a player boost. Improve your player's performance in games and innings that are skipped. Brandon Marsh is getting a player boost. Can we see the... So the Phillies are 12-3 and the Mets are 9-7. That's kind of like a flipped around with real life. We're only 15 games in. What the hell just happened? Alright, let's play this one. Might stop after this.
Hello and welcome. Thanks for joining us. The show brings you game one of a big 4-game set. It's the San Francisco Giants taking on. One down. And up next,
Locked is Brandon Marsh.
Jung-Hoo Lee.
Out there in center field. He's got this one.
Marsh puts it away for the out. And there's 2 down. So a man at first.
263, not too
and
bad.
Now the center fielder, Brandon Marsh. Good power, not great in the OBP department. Swing and a high fly ball out there towards left field. Ramos makes the grab for the second out. Drilled out towards left center field. That's back.
I don't think he's getting to this one.
Bangs off the wall. Throw into third. Now around second, going for third.
Going for it. It's out.
Third, and he's out, trying for 3.
Well, it's always a risk when you're pushing for third like that. A bang play.
It's a huge outfield assist.
Maybe a little better slide around the tag, but a nice job by the defense to cut off that runner.
So 1 out, nobody on. Here's the center fielder, Brandon Marsh. He's 0 for 1. Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
Filthy changeup right there. Just pulled the string.
Late swing, foul to the left. 1 out, bases
Swinging that
empty.
crap. So I like them low.
Pitch misses there, and the count is 1-2.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading the count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Swung on, popped up left side. 2 down. Go ahead run on base, and digging in for San Francisco, Elliot Ramos. There's a swing and a drive.
And we can't get
And
it.
it's a one-hopper off the wall. Should be extra bases. Wait, around third. Now a relay to the plate.
He's out.
And he's out.
Getting his outfield assist.
And that ends the inning.
Keeping the score tied. Cannot hit with him though.
Webb back to work. That one's in there. It's 0-1.
Well, these Phillies finding ways to get on base, but they still need help driving them home. They've had their chances with runners in scoring position, but nobody's been able to deliver a big hit.
It's a
in those
foul ball.
situations. And you got to give some credit to the other side as well. They've been able to get out of a few tough
You never know.
jams, but frustration
Mess
is
with the
not
wind,
for
brought
this
that back in.
offense, no doubt.
Simulated win.
Next offering way off the plate. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. In the air, center field. Lee sizes this one up. He's got it, and there's 1 down. Runner at first with 2 away. Brandon Marsh, the next to hit.
All right, he's 0 for 3, batting 250. So he's due for a hit, but I stupidly swung at the very first pitch.
That's out number 3.
God.
2 outs, base is empty.
Got the lead.
Tyler Fitzgerald getting ready to hit.
I don't think I can handle this game though.
Looking to get the tying run on base. Ground ball to short, miss on it. Throw to first, ball game. And the Phillies claim the win here behind some great pitching and defense.
Yeah, it didn't help very much. Nicolas Cage got the save, Matt Strom. Yeah, that would have been a season-long player boost if I had one good game. Oh well. Welcome to trade management. I said we needed a right fielder. So we need relief pitching and we need a right fielder. Alright, maybe we don't need. Let's make that automatic. Bryce Harper's untouchable, Zach Wheeler, Trey Turner, Nicolas Cage, Bryson Stott, Christopher Sanchez, Ranger Suarez. Oh, yeah. I mean, Harper's obviously not getting traded. Is there anybody else that I'm like, I can't trade? JT Realmuto, best catcher in the game. Alright, whatever. Pin a loss on a division rival. Alright, so the Phillies are 15-5. So we're 20 games in. What did I say? They were 27 because it was 14-13. So I'll play like one more, get a little bit closer to their actual 27 games. We got Nicolas Cage pitch. That was the end of the game, and I can't tell who are we the.
Back here, Citizens Bank Park.
I think we're
Welcome
winning.
in, John Shambi, Chris Singleton. Late stages of this one, nobody out in the ninth. The Phillies have had an outstanding start to the season.
Nicolas Cage to close them out.
So far, they're every bit as good as expected, Singy.
The ball just stopped.
To see how confident this ball club is, and everyone knew coming in they were going to be a good team. And sometimes teams can struggle under those lofty expectations, but not these guys so far.
No, not a good start.
And on top of it, they're producing the results to back it up.
Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out. Jesus Sanchez, the next up for the Marlins. There's a strike at the knees. Ball one.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
At the belt and fires. And a count 1-2. And a swing and a miss. And that is a big first out.
That was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs.
He's got to go steal the Declaration of Independence soon.
With 2 strikes,
so he's got to get out of here.
Pull the trigger.
Mervis in the box now. Take strike one. Called
strike
right there.
Quickly into an 0-2 count. Both pitches were down in the zone.
Going to the high fastball.
A little bit higher.
Struck him out.
It's 2 in a row. Well, you got to be ready to swing the bat with a runner in scoring position and 2 strikes. Just put the ball in place somewhere, and you got a chance. Very frustrating for him, I'm sure. See if the next guy can pick him up.
He's got to steal the Declaration of Independence and then steal 50 cars to save his brother. And he's got to strike out the side as well. He's got a busy day.
And the count
I wonder if like the ball would actually, like the physics would work where the guy warming up could hit the ball.
Strom is just one strike away. Fights that one away, still 1-2.
One strike away. High fastball.
Oh, that one almost hit him. Straighten him up a
Lost
little bit.
Control. All right, I'll give him a. Got him.
And that's the ball game.
All right, what's next? Declaration of Independence. Stealing 50 cars, or what is he? A superhero too?
It's another win.
Nicolas Cage is about everything.
Fire to start the year.
Con Air.
Love to see it. I mean, these guys are getting tons of W's, and
He struck out the side.
Position to contend for the postseason.
Nicolas Cage or Matt Strom. That's a good place to end this. Let it go through these games here, and then we'll see what our record is. I feel like I'm winning too many games compared to the real Phillies. I might have to start over and like up the difficulty. I don't remember what I selected. It doesn't look like I can change. About to look that up. We're on like actual today, aren't we? I mean, we were just playing the Cub. Today's the 27th, so I'm like right there. So I caught up already. I have to. All right, so we have don't have the lead in this game. We're down by 1. We got 19-7. So they're definitely doing better, but it's still somewhat close. I mean, it's not like we're, like 25-0 or something. This would be 26. So in real life, the division is a lot closer, but it's the New York Mets and the Phillies are flipped around, and the Mets are actually 19-8, which is kind of interesting there because that's pretty close to how they are, both in real life and in this game. It's just the Phillies are doing much better. So I don't know, maybe I just keep letting this play out and see how it goes. I mean, the Phillies can turn it around. They have a good lineup. But it's been fun. I want to try to keep pace with this and typically just try to get motivated to actually play this mode. Like every once in a while, I'm going to play my career, more often. But just to have a reason of maybe creating a series, see if I can get some more subscribers. I want to see how it goes with this comparison. I'm not sure if it's going to stick as a live stream or maybe I'll try to do some shorts to get some attention that way. But it's been fun. So if you happen to come across this video and you want to see more of this, like and subscribe, and I will see everybody later.